Welcome to Tim's TV's blog. Today is the day that no one got into the Baseball Hall of Fame. Let's take a quick look at this. The reason is that most of these reporters have come to the conclusion that you had performance-enhancing drugs. Primarily, they're talking about testosterone. And since some players, Clemens in particular, and Barry Bonds, both of who that I admire, think they're great athletes, they can't get in the Hall of Fame because they used performance-enhancing drugs. While you watch these idiots debate about how horrible it was, the commercial breaks have, are you over 40? Do you have low testosterone? Do you have a condition called low T? Would you like to have your thing work like you were 16 again? Are you lazy and can't get off the couch? Are things getting heavier now that you're 40 plus? Well, guess what? We'll give you a free 30-day sample of low T, which is testosterone. The same thing Barry Bonds was crucified for, that Rodger Clemens was chewed out in front of Congress and charged with twice lying about under oath. You can now get for free if you're over 40. Do you have low T? They're giving testosterone away. You performance-enhancing drugs. Let's see, the little blue pill, performance-enhancing drugs. Doctor prescribed testosterone. You know what caffeine is? It's a performance-enhancing drugs. The majority of the kids in this country have performance-enhancing drugs. If you have ADD, you can't concentrate. So they give you Ritalin, which is a performance-enhancing drug, so you can perform better in school, and if you're an adult, you can perform better in the workplace. But if you're an athlete and you take performance-enhancing drugs, you're horrible. The steroids that these athletes were taking in the 80s and 90s and early 2000s are now available for all of us with a first month free, under the assumption that you're going to go out and beg your doctor to get your health care provider to cover it, and you're going to get a prescription for low T. It's very hypocritical. Performance-enhancing drugs are actually good for you. I'm drinking one right now. It's called caffeine. By the way, my hand's shaking. It's increasing or improving the performance of this podcast. So it's very hypocritical, in my opinion, that Clemens and Bonds are being crucified for something I can now get for free off the TV, and I can get my or insurance company to pay for. Testosterone is now legal. You can get it for free off the TV. They're competing. It's on TV. It's over the counter. You can get testosterone at GNC. You can get it wherever you want, and your health care will cover it. Because I'm over 40, I'm entitled to it. But if I was in my 30s and a professional athlete, you should crucify me. It's insane. Clemens should come out, Bonds in particular, and become the spokesperson for low T. If I'd have been on low T, I'd be in the Hall of Fame today. But now I've discovered low T. It's a legal form of testosterone. Be like Barry. Get high T. Don't have low T. That is the future. Part 2, Blackjack Morris, one of the best pressure pitchers of all times, gentleman that won the World Series, pitched the best 7th game in human history, did not get into the Hall of Fame. It is asinine. By the way, if you ever took one look at Jack Morris, no one's ever accused Blackjack of he had low T, but he wasn't on steroids. That being said, this guy, bases loaded, bottom of the 9th, no one out. Manager comes to pull him. Said, no, get the F away from me. This is what you brought me here for. Turned around, got 3 out without giving up a run, went into extra innings, ended up winning the 7th game of the World Series, the best 7th game in Major League history. I'm biased. I'm there. I'm a Twins fan. The guy deserves to go in the Hall of Fame. 3 rings, 3 different teams. More importantly, go back, watch the 7th game, Twins World Series, Blackjack Morris pitching against the Braves. If you don't think that's a Hall of Fame performance, then you post on this what you think a Hall of Fame performance looks like. Not just talking career, he's got it there. I'm talking about 7th game, World Series, bases loaded, nobody out, top of the 9th. Tell the manager to go F himself, sit down, this is mine, pulls it off, gets the ring. Hall of Fame. If you don't want to give it to him for his career, let's just do Hall of Fame best Game 7 pitching performance ever. As a matter of fact, it's officially become Tim's TV's best pitching performance all time. Hall of Fame. You can have your perfect games, they're great. Your average perfect game happens middle of the season, nobody's watching, very few people care. Talking 7th game, World Series, made it all the way through. Complete game, win, best pressure pitcher in baseball. You're watching Tim's TV. By the way, the steroids, don't forget, steroids are now not only no longer frowned upon for the general public, hey, they're free for the first 30 days. Go try low T, and if we can get your healthcare provider to pay for it, we'll give you all the testosterone, penis enlargement, and penis sustainers or hard-on sustainers, Viagra, Cialis. These are all performance enhancers. And guess what? You can get a free sample today. Thank you. You're watching Tim's TV. Please feel free to post your comments, and you can respond in video blog, or if you've gone to a non-public school, please feel free to write me something.